Okay, here we go with some hints for sheet 13. Now remember, this week I'm going to do questions that are similar to the homework sheet, not the same as. So the first two have got a couple of fractions, so let's add the first two fractions. First thing we're going to do is we're going to add the 5 and the 1 to give us 6. Now the new bottom number, 3 and 9, both go into 9, so that's going to be the new bottom number. 3 goes into 9 3 times, so 3 times 2 is the new top number 6, plus I haven't changed the 9, so I'm not going to change the 4. That gives me 6 and 10 over 9, which I can convert into 7 and 1/9. For the fractions, 3 times 3 add 1 is 10 thirds, times 15 times 1 add 2 is 17 over 15. Now I know 5 goes in there twice, and I know 5 goes in there 3 times. Nothing else cancels, so I'm left with 2 times 17, which is 34, over 3 times 3, which is 9. And just leave it like that. Question 2, this question, I've made 30% got 5 spots, 45% 6, and I know that 12 have got 7. And the question is, how many ladybirds has got 5 spots? So, together the 30 and the 45 makes 75% of the ladybirds. Therefore, that means there must be 25% left. So if 25% is the same as 12 ladybirds, then I need to work out how many is equal to 30%. Big question is, how am I going to do that? So if I know if 25% is 12 ladybirds, then 5% is going to be that number divided by 5, which is 2.4. So every 5% makes 2.4, so 30% is going to be 6 lots of that, which is 14.4 ladybirds. I know I've made a mistake with my numbers, I should have picked easier numbers, but 14.4 for my example, you'll get an easier number for yours. Question 3, remove the brackets, so we've got 2x times 3x squared, which is 6x cubed, 2x times x, which is 2x squared, 2x times negative 2, negative 4x, negative 1 times 3x squared, negative 3x squared, negative 1 times x, and negative 1 times negative 2. Now if I add these all together, I've got 6x cubed, I've got 2x squared, take away 3x squared, which is negative 1x squared. I've then got negative 4x and negative x, which is negative 5x, and I've got a plus 2 at the end. Okay, so you'll get something similar, not the same. Question 4, so we've got positive 4. Now if we take away a negative 1, we don't have 1, so let's put a negative in, so I need to compensate. So I can now take away that negative, and then I have to add in negative 3. So add 3 negatives, they all cancel each other out, and I'm left with an answer of 2. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8, and if I divide that by 2, I get negative 4. And then the last one, all we need to remember and do here is the BODMAS part first of all. So that's going to be 3 add, now negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. So I've got positive 3, I'm adding in 8 negatives, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These make 0 pairs, so I'm left with negative 5. Okay, again, yours will be similar. Question 5. We were just about to do these in class. Okay, I'll give the answer to this one and we'll see if anybody can actually work it out. Better give you the correct answer though. The correct answer is 2 bracket 3x add 5. Just one bracket. Now this one we've been doing in class, so we've got a big x squared, and we've got 3 units, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 strips. So my answer is going to be x and 1, 2, 3 on the top. So x add 3, and x and 1 down the side, x add 1. Okay, yours is as easy as that. Question 6. Okay, we've got two shapes. We've got a triangular prism on the top, and we've also got a box shape on the bottom. So, how do we work out the triangular prism? Half length times breadth times height. So that's half times. Now from the picture, we can see that this part here is 8. The whole length is 16. So this little bit here is going to be 8. So you do the same thing for your diagram. Okay, my diagram, this is 8. This is 16. So I know this is 8. I know the height's 4, tells me in the question. And I know the width is 5, because that's the same as that, which is the same as that. So when I go back to put my numbers in, it's half of 8 times the breadth is 5 times the height is 4. All of that makes 80. For the cuboid, question tells us it's 5 by 16 by 5. So 5 times 5 times 16. That comes to 300 and, let me get this right. No, it doesn't. That comes to 400. Sorry, 400. So the total, you add them together, and it gives us 480. And because it's in feet, if I could spell it, feet squared. Question 7. I'm going to do this two ways. You can decide which one you prefer. So, for my example, I'm saying Robin goes 4 miles in 9 minutes. So his speed is his distance 4 divided by 9, which you'll get on your calculator is 0.44444, and just goes on forever and ever and ever. Okay, but that's in miles per minute. So if I want to change it to miles per hour, then I've got to times it by 60. So whatever my answer is, I times it by 60. So 0.44444 times 60 is, I'll let you work that one out yourself. The other way of doing it is if you go 4 miles in 9 minutes, then we want to work out how far you'll go in 60 minutes, because that's an hour. Okay, so to divide 9 by 3, and I divide 4 by 3, then I get 1.33333. And how do I make 3 up to 60? I then times that by 20. So it's a slightly different method, but you'll get exactly the same answer no matter which way you do it. And the answer to my question is 26.33333 if anybody's interested. Question 8. Go back one. A and B, they're sharing the ratio in 2 to 5. So person A, person B. Person A gets 2 bits, person B gets 5 bits. Now it says that A gets £10. So if A gets £10, how much does B get? Okay, so A gets 2 bits, so that means each bit is going to be worth 5, because 10 divided by 2 is 5. So if each bit's worth 5, then person B is going to get 5 times 5, which is 25. So I'll work out what one bit is, and then you can work out the missing one. And then lastly, here I've got number 9, buying my car. So the cash price is 9,400, so the deposit is 20% of that. So 20% of 9,400 is 20 over 100. What's my pen's not working? Sorry, 20 over 100 times 9,400. That comes to £1,880. So if I take that off, then it tells me how much left I've got to pay, which is 7,520. And then I've got to pay it for 24 months. So I'm just going to divide that by 24, and that gives me how much I pay each month. Okay, you can do the same thing for your question. Right, so it's different help this week. Hopefully it'll make you read the questions I've gave you a wee bit more carefully. Okay guys.